even just a hint bit of he is playing in Yandy's face. That's just my opinion. I never understand doing a tit for tat when it comes to if I don't feel respect.
And I'm about to get up and run. Nah, I'm
run
too tired.
That way, and then
he took me away for my birthday to London, bitch. That wasn't for me. London was for you. We're in a restaurant taking pictures. My boyfriend hits me up and he's like, yo, who's taking a picture? Who's that third menu for on the table? I said, oh shit, Yandy. He's gonna think I'm cheating on him. He thinks I'm here with somebody. Bitch, and all along we was there with you and your nigga that you was fucking. We went to London so you could fuck your nigga, your side nigga.
So are you going to New York? Back to New York?
You keep asking me that. I don't have nothing. I finished my business in New York.
You always in New York, so I thought you...
Stop asking me that.
So what was that reference to New York?
Yeah, you know what I meant by... Anybody know what I meant by how I said have fun New York? That's where the dude is at. Yeah, she know what I meant. That was a light jab right there. You know what's in New York. That wee-wee, fight for your family. How many you want me to fight?
Okay, so let me paint this picture for you real quick, because what just happened right here, this is not a random argument. This is a man who walked out that door thinking the grass was going to be greener, spent time in the streets doing his thing, and then circled back expecting Yandy to be right where he left, her arms open, no questions asked. And that tells you everything about how Mendeecees has always operated in this situation. He figured after everything that went down between them, Yandy would fold. That she would stay locked in place, loyal and quiet. The same way she held it down when he was behind bars from 2016 all the way to 2020 serving federal time for drug trafficking. But something shifted. And the shift? It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't a blow-up or a screaming match. It was quieter than that. Yandy just stopped fighting. She stopped trying to convince him. And, according to people close to the situation, while Mendeecees thought he was the one calling the shots on where this relationship was going, Yandy had already been building a whole separate life on the side. Far from the Atlanta chaos. Far from the cameras. And far from him. So when the news hit that she allegedly had a man tucked away in New York, yeah, that's not just a rumor. That's a woman who read the room a long time ago. And Mendeecees, he is just now catching up. Trust this situation is not wrapping up clean.
See where this is going. And I'm about to get up and run. Nah, I'm
run
too tired.
That way, and then you'll see a cliff with some water.
And I'm gonna jump right there, just to not argue.
I don't know what Mendeecees wants or what he thinks I owe him. I'm not giving no more accountability than I've given, because you're not even owed that, to be honest with you.
Now let's back it all the way up, because you cannot understand where these two are right now without knowing the full history. And the full history, it's messy. Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris have been tied together since 2008. That's nearly 2 decades of love, loyalty, legal drama, and more than a few moments where Yandy had every reason to walk and chose not to. They had a televised wedding in 2015 that drew over 2 million viewers, a whole special called Love and Hip Hop Live, The Wedding. People celebrated them. They looked like the real deal. Except, and this is where it gets wild, according to Mendeecees himself in a December 2025 interview on Streets 94.5, those papers were never filed. Not after the first ceremony. Not after the second one either, he said on air. They had 2 ceremonies and still didn't sign. He claims it was actually Yandy's idea from the jump, because at the time he was deep in legal battles and she didn't want her finances tangled up in his court mess. So, while the world was cheering on a wedding, there was never actually a marriage license. Let that sit with you. And on top of all that, Yandy was out here defending this man against 2 baby mamas, standing by him publicly during his entire federal case, raising their children, building businesses, and keeping the household alive while he was locked up. She became the face of loyalty on that show. The ride or die they all talked about. But here's what the cameras didn't fully capture. Reports started circulating that Mendeecees was stepping out. Cheating allegations started surfacing through people connected to the cast, through Instagram live sessions, through cast members on the actual show. By August 2024, it came out on air in a therapy session that Mendeecees had stopped wearing his wedding ring entirely. Not quietly on camera. In a therapy session, and a cast member named Jasmine Blue confronted him directly about being spotted at her strip club with another woman. He denied it, but the image was already out there. This was not a man who was trying to make things work, and deep down, Yandy could see it.
even just a hint bit of he is playing in Yandy's face. That's just my opinion. I never understand doing a tit for tat when it comes to if I don't feel respected, then I'm gonna figure out a way to double disrespect you. So you're telling me that this man is just, you know, flowing through the streets of Atlanta, no ring on?
So here's what Mendeecees thought was going to happen. He figured if he pulled back enough, stopped wearing the ring, moved differently in the streets, made it obvious he wasn't locked in, Yandy would panic. That she'd slow down on the businesses, come back home, and refocus on keeping him happy. Classic pressure move. Classic mistake. Because here's the thing about Yandy Smith that people keep forgetting: this woman did not get into the entertainment industry by accident. She graduated from Howard University, interned at Violator Management under Mona Scott Young, and was managing artists like Jim Jones before she was even on television. She knows how to read a situation and make calculated moves. So when Mendeecees confirmed to Young Jock on Streets 94.5 that they've probably been split up for over a year, what he didn't say, but what the T has been telling us, is that Yandy did not sit home crying about it. According to Bryant Jameson, Yandy's former friend and hairstylist, she had already moved on. He came forward earlier in 2025 with some explosive claims alleging that a trip to London, which was supposedly for his birthday, was actually a cover for Yandy to spend time with a London-based fitness trainer named Michael Aduze. And the way it allegedly went down? Bryant's own boyfriend saw a photo from the trip and got suspicious, thinking Bryant was the one cheating. Bryant says Yandy refused to clear it up and let him take the heat, which he described as a straight-up betrayal from someone he considered a close friend. He posted about it, then deleted it. But by then, the internet had already seen everything.
You took me away from my birthday to London, bitch. That wasn't for me. London was for you. We're in a restaurant taking pictures. My boyfriend hits me up and he's like, yo, who's taking a picture? Who's that third menu for on the table? I said, oh shit, Yandy. He's gonna think I'm cheating on him. He thinks I'm here with somebody. Bitch, and all along we was there with you and your nigga that you was fucking. We went to London so you could fuck your nigga, your side nigga.
And if Bryant's word alone wasn't enough, Michael Aduze stepped into the chat himself. In a now-deleted Instagram story that spread across every gossip page before it could disappear, the London-based fitness trainer confirmed that, yes, he and Yandy were involved. And he was clear that it was not a one-night thing. He said it happened over a period of time. He also confirmed that Yandy told him she and Mendeecees were not legally married. And in a separate interview with blogger Tasha K, Aduze confirmed they used protection and that at one point during their time together, Mendeecees called Yandy while they were in the car together, and that made him noticeably uncomfortable. Now here's what makes this whole situation even more layered. Yandy Smith is someone who has always been incredibly protective of her public image. She managed Jim Jones. She studied under Mona Scott Young. She knows exactly how this industry works and how fast a reputation can flip. So the fact that she didn't rush to silence Bryant, didn't reach out to Michael, and hasn't put out a full statement, according to people familiar with the situation, that was intentional. Sources suggest she was done pretending long before any of this went public. With Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reportedly wrapping up, there's no longer a financial or contractual incentive to keep the relationship drama alive on camera. Yandy had reportedly been making frequent trips to New York described publicly as business trips, and according to reports, Mendeecees eventually went through her phone and found messages and receipts that confirmed she had been connecting with multiple men. Hotel bills, dinner dates, the full picture. And when you zoom out and look at 20 years of this relationship, Yandy repeatedly not signing those papers, not once but twice, according to Mendeecees himself, it starts to make a different kind of sense. She loved the man, but she never gave him full legal access to what she built. She protected herself from day one. Some people online are calling that calculated. Others are calling it survival. Probably both.
Money, right? She had the ambition. So I never looked at, I knew she was a hard worker, but I had the money. So I felt like we could get much further together because she had the work ethic and I know what I know, and we merged these two, we unstoppable. We both from Harlem, we both had the hustle. So what happened is I believe that whoever got the momentum, you get behind them, right?
Yeah, I like that.
It's not about, it's a household thing. It's two strong incomes better than one.
And now we're at the part of the story that nobody wants to say out loud, but everybody is thinking. Mendeecees Harris is out here scrambling. Because the moment Yandy stopped defending him publicly, stopped showing up for him on social media, stopped playing the role of loyal partner, he felt it. And reports suggest he's been trying to pull her back in. Gifts, private conversations, reminders of what they built together. But here's the reality check. In that same Streets 94.5 interview, Mendeecees himself said, after 20 years, that person helped change who you are. I matured in so many ways being with Yandy. I wouldn't be the man I am today if it wasn't for her. That's not a man who wants to walk away. That's a man who knows what he's losing. And he already told you, in his own words, why he needed her. Two people from Harlem. She had the work ethic, the entertainment connections, the business mindset she in turn did violate her. She managed major artists. She built brands. He had street money and a hustle. Together, in his own words, they were supposed to be unstoppable. But you cannot repeatedly disrespect someone, remove your wedding ring on national television, allegedly step out with other women, and then expect that same person to wait around while you figure out what you actually want. Yandy never legally married him, reportedly to protect her finances from his legal battles, and now that the situation is officially over, he has zero legal claim to anything she owns. She can walk away clean, no divorce court, no asset split, no legal headache. Mendeecees confirmed it himself. We don't have to go through none of that. But make no mistake, that protection didn't happen by accident. Yandy Smith has been thinking 3 moves ahead this entire time. Her circle? Reportedly relieved. Her businesses? Still running. Her image? Still standing. And the question the internet cannot stop debating, is this truly the final chapter? Or is Love and Hip Hop just setting up one more season of drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for?